What's up, guys and gals? This is Christopher Watson again, and I hope y'all are having a great day, because I sure have been. Anyway, today on the channel, I want to talk about 3 turbocharged engines produced by Toyota that are overlooked by the 2JZ-GTE. All 3 of these engines that I'm going to talk about are all iron block, aluminum head engines. They all have 4 valves per cylinder, and they all obviously have turbochargers or a pair of turbochargers connected to them. So they're not in any particular order, but the first one I'm going to talk about is the 3FGTE, mainly because that is the engine that is being fitted into my 1991 Toyota MR2. So the 3FGTE, like I said, is an iron block, aluminum head engine. It has 1 turbo, and the turbocharger is a twin scroll unit, which just helps for better flow. Now, the 3FGTE is a square engine, and what I mean by that, or what is meant by that, is that the bore diameter is the same dimension as the stroke. So in the 3FGTE, it is a 86 millimeter bore, 86 millimeter stroke. So there were basically 4.5 generations of the 3FGTE, pretty potent engines. From the factory, they're able to push 260 horsepower. Now, any type of modifications, the Toyota 3FGTE just like skyrocketed. And I believe that these engines can actually hold 500 horsepower on a stock block. So pretty potent little 4-cylinder. Next engine I want to talk about is the OneGTE, which is a inline 6 that is also a square engine, same bore and same stroke. Inline 6 that Toyota used in the 80s, 70s and 80s, 90s. Twin CT12 turbos, not big turbos, but they were functional. That engine actually produced about 210 horsepower. Again, iron block, aluminum head, just a good engine. And those are very well capable as well. You could actually, with very few modifications, I'd say very few, you could have a 300 horsepower engine. You can still find them, but a lot of people overlook them. Now, the last engine I'm going to talk about is the 7MGTE, which is a 3-liter inline 6 that Toyota made, that was actually found in the Toyota Supra. It was found in Toyota's like flagship sports cars in the 80s and 90s, early 90s. That car, I mean that engine, I keep saying that car, that engine is a pretty like stout engine. Now, it only produced about 232 horsepower stock, but those engines could put down a lot of power, stock block and everything. Now, the turbo that came with it was a CT26, but the CT26 from the Supra engine, or the 7MGTE, was different from the 3FGTE CT26, in that it wasn't a twin scroll unit. Because of the displacement of the 7MGTE, they didn't need a twin scroll design, because it had enough flow to produce more power. Those 3 engines are very, very much so overlooked, and I really wish they weren't, because they're pretty stout and pretty potent. Now, there are the downsides that people try to point out about them, and that is that they have a head gasket problem, or they have an oil starvation problem, and that's not true. The truth of the matter is that most people don't take care of the engines like they should. If you take care of the engines and maintain the engine like it should, then it will actually be reliable, and reliable with a decent amount of power as well. Because I've seen a few builds, and I may actually put those builds in the description down below, where the 3SGT is making 400 or 500 horsepower, or the 7MGT is making 500-600 horsepower. They're not, and I mean stock blocks, not just built. So anyway, that's enough for my rant. What do y'all think? Do you think that these Toyota engines that I spoke about in this video are worthy to be overlooked, or they should be overlooked? Like, they should be used more often than not. Tell me what you think, and tell me the alternatives to these engines. Like, do you feel like there's some other engines that are better than that outside of the 2JZ-GTE? Which engines from Toyota are better, are some decent modified or some decent power plants to put in cars? I'll be looking to see y'all in the comment section. Thank y'all for watching. As always, have a great day and peace out.